24. It's time for 24 here. So, whoops, what's going on? As you know, I'm working on the revealing the hidden formats, and let's see. Yep. Okay, we're on 24, and let's get started. Earth is YHVH'S and all that it contains. The world and those who dwell in it. For he has founded it upon the seas and established its rivers. Its rivers. Who may ascend to the hill of YHVH? Who may stand by his holy place? Now that's this we have to correct to either tent or house. He who has clean hands, and who may stand by he who has clean hands. Clean hands has nothing to do with it, and it would be those, not just he, because the family unit. So those having pure heart, who has not lifted up well, this we know is not right. The writers just don't seem to remember what the soul is. Soul cannot be destroyed. Who does not spread falsehood, not lift up, but who not spread falsehoods. I would actually tie that, make sure that understanding that is who has not, those having a pure heart, who has not spread falsehoods and has not sworn deceitfully, who has not vowed. A vow is to our Creator, and when you promise our Creator something, you better not walk away from it. Has not vowed deceitfully, replace shall with will receive Not a blessing, but blessings. And this is from our Creator, so from YHVH. And righteousness from the to our. Creator and his salvation. He will receive blessings from YHVH. Now wait a second, this is not reading right. He will receive blessings from YHVH. They will have righteousness. They will be righteous and have salvation. And have salvation. Oops. And so salvation coming. I'm trying to, he will receive, they will, who has not vowed deceitfully will receive blessings from YHVH. They will have, they have, the blessings are righteousness and salvation. Receive blessings from YHVH and have will have righteousness and salvation. Will have righteousness and salvation. This is the generation of those who seek him, who seek your face, even Jacob. Somehow this person doesn't understand. This is almost like an afterthought here. Unless this text goes with the next verse. Receive blessings from YHVH and have righteousness and salvation, like the generation like, I guess move that over here, like the generation, so like the generation, those, does that need to be there? Like the generation of those. Who seek his face, who saw his face, seek, saw, I don't know. Lift up your heads. Lift up your heads, gates. Lift up your heads at his gates. Now this is because you have gates. Whoops, this here is not right. That was there. Was planted. Lift up your heads at his gate. I would get rid of the S, even though I know that there's two gates to enter enter the house. I'd have to look to see if there's actually two at, there most likely was two at the tent for meeting with him. Lift up your heads at his gate. This is not right. Lift and be lifted up ancient doors that the King of Glory may come in. This doesn't make no sense. He will, either he does or he doesn't. That just doesn't read, that whole verse doesn't read right. Who is the King of Glory? YV. This would be a question mark. Strong and mighty. For YV is mighty in battle. Lift up your heads at his gate. This seems to be again a repeat. Yeah, what is this? This is exactly a repeat. Who is this King of Glory? The earth is YV's in all it contains, the world and those who dwell in it. For he has founded it upon the seas and established its rivers. Whom has, well, if this is two verse, how can this be for two verse? Well, this would be earth is YV's and those who, I got like that. The earth is YV's and those who dwell in it, for he has founded upon the seas and established its rivers. For he has founded it on the seas and established its rivers. Who may ascend to the hill of YV, and who may stand by his holy place? His holy place, I guess, is either or. Those having a pure heart, who has not spread falsehoods and has not vowed deceitfully, will receive blessings from YV and have righteousness and salvation. If I got rid of the word his here and put it here, his salvation, like the generation of those who saw him, like the generation of those who saw him. They didn't seek him, they saw him. He was a pillar of fire during the day and at night, and a pillar of cloud during the day when he led them from Egypt. This is what I'm thinking. Is the generation that this is the generation of those who saw, like the generation who saw him, like the generation that saw him, who seeks. Now we seek his face. But now they seek his face. I think it has to be his face. Like the generations that saw him, now we seek his face. Now we look. I think that's the intent. Even Jacob, that still is just added words stuck in there. Lift up your heads we lift up our heads at his gate. We lift up our heads because I've changed it to now we seek his face. We lift up our heads at his gate. I guess gates would be okay then. This is a repeat, not needed. And then this would be our King. This would be Jesus. So now we have, and I better make it red. That way we know who we're talking about here. That our King may come here. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any text that says, sorry about that, says that he's coming to Jerusalem. Who is our King of glory? Glory meaning the one who can speak of our Creator the most. Our King of glory. That's an odd title, but it would be a new title for Jesus. That our King of glory may come here. I see it as the word here. That might need to be changed as I go into the future and see how after this is cleaned up. Who is our King of Glory? Okay, now this is like I said. Okay, now I have told you that the word Yah is the name that they gave him. Here, this seems to be at the time that they knew about him, and they're wondering who he is. That way, this, and then it is a capital I then. Who is the King of Glory, YV? Because this is a repeat, we'll just get rid of the repeat. Who is our King of Glory, YV? He will be strong and mighty. Who is our King of Glory? Yes, I see. For he will be strong and mighty. And this is all added, but this is, well, I guess this is as well. And then for YV is mighty in battle. I don't see this needed. I don't see, I see maybe that's the starting of another. Okay, let me go up here, grab this. We're getting close. I like it when I get done and get a fresh look. And let's see, I want to set this up. So format 8 point, and then get rid of everything. So let's replace it all. And then let's just double space, no format with the space, and replace 11 times and 4 times and 0. I think we've got it. Now get rid of that one. All these, although I could just go like this, copy it. I'll get rid of it. Boom. Just like that. And Psalms, whoops, we need Psalms 24 added here. Okay, now let me let's see. The earth is YV's and all who dwell in it, for he has founded it upon the seas and established its rivers. Who may ascend into the hill of YV? Oops, I missed that. Into the hill of YV? Into the hill by YV. It would be by YV. Meaning those that are going to live in Jerusalem. So this is definitely before, this is definitely before his holy tent. And I would end up putting the word tent here for the simple fact that It does read as if they've received the promise, but they haven't set Jerusalem up yet. And that's quite interesting, because this is almost pinpointing. This is almost pinpointing the text. For our King of Glory is coming. I think that is coming. Yes. This has to be removed again. Well, let me go up here and get rid of this. Now I can just get rid of it here. Is coming. And because these words here, these two words are prophecy pretty much, and since our Creator is the one that does the prophecy, these would be like this. And then this has to be said to be added for our King. For our King of Glory is coming. Lift up your heads at his gate. This is almost like trying to think. David is older. He's sick at this time. Well, Solomon is born. Then he becomes sick and is elder in age. And Nathan comes and tells him because David has decided to build him a house. Because that means that would have to be before he gets ill, is when Nathan, this has to be right after that. Boy, this is pinpointing when this text was written. This is like a laser. The earth is YHVH's and those who dwell in it, for he has founded it upon the seas and established its rivers. And those could be hooked together. And then this one would be like a separate one here. Who may ascend to the hill by YHVH? This would be in Jerusalem. They put the hill, they put the tent there. And who may stand by his holy tent? Those having a pure heart. Let's not spread falsehood. But this to be here, this one, this would have to be something. Now I'm not going to put the text in, but this would have to be son and follows every command, follows his laws and commands. Will receive blessings from YHVH and have righteousness and his salvation. Like the generation that saw him, now we seek his face. Lift up our head. Lift up our heads. We lift up our heads at his gate. We lift up our heads at his gate, for our King of Glory is coming. For he is our King of Glory. Who is our King of Glory? YHVH, for he will be strong and mighty. For YHVH. And then we can see that this is just a partial here. So I think this is pretty much done, or as far as I need to go right now. And we do this and get it brought down here and clean this up. Yeah, I think well, I'm going to clean it up, but I'm just looking to see if these can go together, because right now I've got them separated. Let me see if I can just do this quickly. Have the spaces at least look right, or equal, and then show that these two are separated by putting two of them together. Because we know those two go together. Whoops. I don't see them being able to be doubled. I think the format is just 222. And unless there's a lot of missing right here, that they would be missing a lot of text under it, because it would. Let's see what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing this is what I'm seeing here, and you can see that if I do this, there's a lot missing there. Okay, there would be a lot. There would be a lot missing. So this is going to remain 2 verse 2 verse 2 verse, because that's a lot to guess that it needs to be put together. Okay, there's 24, and like I said, I try to take a screenshot of these things, so what I need to do is do this. Yeah, I can't register a hotkey. Well, I can't copy it right now. Maybe I could do it from here. Yep. And then, yep. Okay, I got my screenshot. Thank you for watching. That one was pretty good. Every time I'm seeing the word king now, it's Jesus. So in other words, it leads me to Psalms being yeah, it would be like, okay, I'm seeing the words like these representing or talking about Jesus. So now is Psalms this their hope for Jesus to come soon, or their thoughts of Jesus, their words put down, and then it would be even who would be able to write these, and then this one would be maybe even words from David would be able to write this, because this is at his time. That's unique. I think that one might be David's. But anyway, we'll go into the next one.